Somalia is in the grip of another drought. Families with nothing left at home are fleeing to camps like this in the capital, Mogadishu. Many say hunger is only part of their struggle. They are also escaping fighting in their villages. Kadra Hussein Ibrahim is still mourning her 2-year-old son. She says he died 3 months ago because she couldn't get enough food for him. She once relied on aid agencies, but international funding cuts means she now gets nothing.
I'm worried about my children. I don't have enough food to give them. My husband is dead. I worry about their future. I can't even eat. They are my priority.
Across Somalia, 2 million people live in displacement camps. More arrive in Mogadishu every day, searching for food and safety. The government has declared drought in several regions. Rains have failed yet again, and 4.6 million people need food assistance.
People are not now able to have access to water. The access to water is reducing. The health facilities that were mainly supported by international agencies, by partners, by government, now because of the significant reduction in the funding have closed, so we see more people displaced. I mean, the figures show that almost 1.85 million children are now at risk of malnutrition.
Most are exhausted, hungry. Those already living here do what they can to help. These people have just arrived from villages farther south. The community here has been helping with food and shelter, but aid workers say they are struggling to help because of the aid cuts. Some organizations previously supported by USAID and other donors say they've lost half of their funding. Sayed Ali Aden shows us a school he used to run inside the camp. It was the only one serving displaced children. Now it's closed, the health center too, because the money ran out.
I've been idle for the past year and a half. My own children are not in school. Many of the children I taught now spend their days in the market doing nothing. We can't afford to feed them. Other schools are too far from the camp.
Back at Kadra Ibrahim's house, she's managed to prepare some soup for her children, but she has no idea where tomorrow's meal will come from.
Hello everyone, I'm Nobu and welcome back to the channel. People keep asking, if Somali love Somali so much, why don't they go back? Well, some Somali are finally speaking up about it. Many Somali families came to America because of war and instability back home. They don't live for fun. They left for safety. Now, years later, they have built businesses, career and family here. Their kids were born in America. This is the only home many of them know. Some say they don't want to move back permanently because of safety concerns, better opportunities in the US, and the future they have already built here. They don't mean they hate Somali. It just means life is more stable where they are.
Wow, have you guys seen all these videos of the Somalian community leaders coming out and apologizing for their people stealing all this money? Check this out and I'll be back.
We accept the president's words. They came from a place of anger and disappointment. I'm sure many Americans feel the same way.
The president was right to let loose his feelings. It shocked us into understanding the severity of the harm our people caused.
These criminals betrayed America's welcoming spirit. The scale of these crimes has stained the reputation of American Somalis.
America's freedoms allowed us to build a unique community here in Minnesota. In return, we must promise to weed out any evil living among us.
This evil came from within our community. And so, as an honorable community, we take responsibility. We must correct this wrongdoing.
The only way to regain the trust of this nation is to root out crime, stay humble, and be forever grateful. That's the premise.
So, as honorable Somalis, we are going to take on the responsibility of apologizing to all Americans. We are deeply, deeply sorry
The shame of this will haunt us forever. And hopefully over time you will come to forgive us. Thank you.
So yeah, y'all could be sorry, but somebody need to go to jail. Yeah, just like if we got caught in fraud, we go to jail. So sorry, not sorry. Lock that ass up. It is what it is. Peace.
And Trump said, Somalia is garbage. It's not garbage, it's gold.
Then go back. I don't understand what it is with these people. If I live in a country that I'm like, it's gold, I'm never leaving. Go back. Just go home and take your shitty food with you.
I am from Somali.
Children are the most vulnerable in a famine, so they're the first to die usually. We know from the UN that 488 children have died in care facilities so far this year, and that's not including the ones that didn't make it to those facilities. The real death toll is much higher and could go much, much higher if relief doesn't come soon. This village of about 100 farmers, after the rains failed, their crops failed, then the livestock died. They didn't have any milk for the infants. Condensed milk at the store got to be too expensive. And then several of their children died. So they decided to get up, move, come to this IDP camp in hopes of finding food. The ones that were too weak to make the journey had to be left behind.
Oh my God. Whoa. The drought situation in the country is extreme, you guys. Oh my goodness. You guys, we need to come through for these people. Oh my God.
عبنا مرة بعد الحمد لله قدام بانسك كرسنا نكي طبعا شيلين هيري كرن عوض خلطرنا نكي كلام ما بهاي وريك سنساسو كرتولي سو حقات غاضا طبعا شيلين ممكن له أبيل وكرسنا.
It's tough, you know.
ilmaha waa naga xanuunsan yihiin meeshaan waxaa sidii u imaanay waxaa jirta 10 gabdhood oo umar ah oo hatta uuji waxay ku soo qabtaan weeyaan.
What did she say?
Since we came here, almost 10 mothers have delivered here, and they could not even purchase for porridge.
haddaad barga ilaahay inu kulmi oos noo imaadeen ood na soo booqateen dhibaan nahaye ilaaha naga dhacsan kare ilaahan baryaynaa oo idin gargala inaan musaacida noo kintiin oo alle ina soo sid noogu soo booqateen noogu imaadin noo nooleysiinaan aan ka tawaran.
They are happy that actually they've been praying to Allah to alleviate their situation. Yeah. And if we have come here through Allah's permission, let us see how we can help them to make their pain less painful. Because the situation which they're going through right now is extremely tough.
She's saying we have nothing at all to feed kids. We are only relying with relatives or our families. We share meals with them, and we wait from Allah.
I've never felt this emotional ever in my life. Oh my goodness. You guys, the drought situation in Wajir is extreme. People over here have not eaten for like, I don't know, for like 2 months. Imagine 2 whole months people have not eaten. They're just depending on water, and this is what I was told they eat. They boil these trees and they eat that and water. Oh my God, we have 400 households over here, and all of them, they just depend on like maybe 1 meal a day. That is if someone finds something, and they all share. Like imagine someone gets 10 shillings, that's what they told us. If one household gets 10 shillings, they all like share that 10 shillings, buy something that can feed all of them. Subhanallah. Subhanallah, yani. And the thing in me amazes even more is the faith that these people have in Allah. Oh my God. These people, they have the most faith I've ever seen. all of them are like, thank you for coming. If you're gonna help us because of Allah, please help us. But we only expect help from Allah. Oh my God. Wow. This trip has been an eye-opener for me.
Someone asked me why I'm making it seem like I cannot go back to Somalia. Well, the only thing I can say to that is, as someone with a psychology degree, and you don't have to have a psychology degree to know this, but some people may not know this, that there is something called generational trauma. Just like we inherit our DNA from our parents, we also inherit their fears and traumas as well. So there are things like trauma that can be passed down from one generation to another. So I have a fear of going back to Somalia without ever having seen it, unfortunately. But I love my country and I would love to go see it. I would love to go touch the sand, smell the air, conversate with the people, and eat its fruits. But life is step by step, and I would love to start with baby steps. I would love to visit Jigjiga, and I would love to go to Garowe. I would also love to go visit Hargeisa and Borama and stay in Dar es Salaam, that's in Mogadishu. But yeah, baby steps, until I get to Hamar, inshallah. But yeah, no, that's it. And generational trauma is real, you guys. Wallahi, it is real. And even though I can just pick up my passport and book a ticket and fly to Somalia right now, it's just not that easy. It's really not that easy. And I hope that some people can really understand it. I would love to start with baby steps. And if you guys want to hear my mom's Civil War stories, I can definitely make some videos about that as well. Anyways, until next time, bye. Inshallah, if you're in Somalia, I hope to see you in Somalia one day. Bye.
Did you know that Somalia, yes, Somalia, has one of the lowest life expectancies in the entire world? Average Somali only lives around 57 years. Decades of war, drought, and poverty have left millions without clean water, food, or proper healthcare. Many families walk for miles just to find water, and sometimes it's not even safe to drink. Hospitals are underfunded, short on doctors, and often without electricity. Children die from preventable diseases, and mothers risk their lives during childbirth. It's a crisis that rarely makes the headlines. But the impact doesn't stop in Somalia. Many Somalis who migrate to Europe still carry the effects. Poor access to healthcare back home, trauma, and years of hardship that affects both their physical and mental health. Even in safer countries, many struggle to rebuild their lives, adapt, and find support. Let's repost to show awareness.
Many Somalis back home are suffering from what they think is gas or heartburn or gastritis, and it is, but it's caused by a lifelong bacterium that is living in their stomach lining, that is from the water that they are drinking. And it has a prevalence in the Horn of Africa from 70 to 90%. And the bacteria is called H. pylori. Full name is Helicobacter pylori, and it is found in contaminated water sources, and it's spread orally. You can give it to your child by feeding it by your hand, by sharing cups, sharing cutlery. And it's a spiral-shaped bacterium. And once you ingest the contaminated water, it lives in your stomach lining for decades and decades. Like my grandmother died in 2019 from a form of stomach cancer that was caused by her chronic inflammation that was triggered by her the constant contaminated water that she kept drinking. It survives the stomach lining for years and years because it produces urease, which converts urea to ammonia, which neutralizes the stomach acid, and then it gets to burrow into your mucus layer, and it can live there for ages unless you go on obviously rounds and rounds of antibiotics. It makes me so sad because it's almost like a cultural thing for elderly people back home to just stop eating spicy or tomato based meals and start eating bland food or anything to like manage their gas, but in reality it's not gas, it's the bacteria in their stomach that is creating these symptoms like bloating, and it honestly chronic inflammation in general, which is the body's reaction on trying to fight infection and injury, but obviously over time, if it's constant and if it's chronic, it leads to cancer like it did with my grandmother. And it thins out your stomach lining so much so that your body is no longer able to absorb iron. And we know a lot of Somalis, suffer from anemia and iron deficiency. You're unable to absorb any sort of nutrients, B12, anything. What makes me so annoyed is that my family back home, like even my mother and sister, have been diagnosed with H. pylori, and I'm always telling them, can you please boil your water? And they always constantly forget to just boil their water, and they just drink it straight out the tap, and you can't. You cannot drink tap water in Somalia. Not even in Somaliland, as the people want me to specify. Honestly, if your parents are complaining of gastritis or any sort of gas, or any sort of like heartburn, please go to the hospital and get them checked for H. pylori, because I'm telling you, majority of Somali immigrants that come from Somalia have it. You can get it below the age of 10. Most Somali kids get it at age of 5, anytime that they begin drinking Somali tap water, which they shouldn't be drinking unless they have boiled, because it's not safe because of contamination and malnutrition. And like, as a biomed student, as someone that's taking public health, it pisses me off so much when Somalis complain about gas, when in reality it's the bacteria, it's the bacteria, it's the bacteria.
At the end of the day, people stay where they feel safe and where opportunity exists. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the Noble Empire, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.